Hi everybody, it's Elaine, going live for the Skinny Santa, attempting to go live. I'm going to let you guys know I promised 3 videos that I would do earlier today, but we have had some crazy wind here, and the internet has really been giving me fits. In fact, I'm in Colorado, and they have closed Breckenridge for 100-mile-an-hour winds, like skiers were being blown off. So yeah, it's been crazy windy here, and if you might hear it in the background, at the moment it seems to be quiet, but just a few minutes ago it was rattling so hard that I couldn't do the video because it was just so loud. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that we have internet. We will keep our fingers crossed that the wind doesn't get too loud, and if it does, so I just stop and I will pick up again tomorrow. But tomorrow may have to be the day. Today, right now, I'm going to try to do the video regarding cannabinoids and cannabis, and tomorrow I will try to make the shake for you because I think it's going to get too late before I have a chance to do that. Okay, so what have we got? What do I want to talk about? First of all, if you get to join me live, you know what to do. Put a comment in below, or give me some hearts or some thumbs up. Let me know that you're jumping on. And I want to share with you some information that I have recently learned. It's been maybe the past 8 weeks, I guess, that I've become really confident with this information. So I'm going to share it with you, but I also want to let you know that I have invited a friend of mine who's very knowledgeable about CBD oil and cannabinoids to join me next week. And I'm going to continue this, even though I've called it the Skinny Santa and it's supposed to end as of January 2nd. In one form or another, I'm going to continue this discussion on healthy living and healthy lifestyle going into 2018. Because now if we're on the road to a healthy 2018, before 2018 even starts, let's just keep it going once we get there. So anyway, she's going to join me one day next week. We haven't picked the day yet, probably Wednesday or Thursday. And we are going to, I'm sorry, I'm taking my shoes off. It's very warm in here now. We are going to have an interview side by side. So there'll be 2 of us on the video talking about the benefits of hemp oil. And that's really what I want to chit-chat with you about. I'm just going to grab some water. All of a sudden, it's very warm in here. Okay, so I initially said that this video was going to be about cannabis, because right away that would get everybody's attention. And what I want to let you know is that cannabis is an overall broad term for any plant that contains cannabinoids, which we often refer to as CBD oil. Interestingly, our government has patented the term CBD now, so we're going to have to be careful in the future going forward what we call CBD oil. So I'm going to refer to it as hemp oil. But cannabis is both, we all know marijuana, right? And that's not what I'm going to be talking about. Marijuana is a form of cannabis that has psychotropic effects, right? That gets us that high, and that's not what we're talking about. We are talking about hemp. And hemp is a form of cannabis that is high in cannabinoids, which is a naturally occurring dietary supplement. That's what I want to specifically discuss, is the dietary supplement part of it. Obviously I live in Colorado, so you have this exposure to, in some states marijuana is legal. Hemp, however, is legal in every single state. So every state, hemp oil, because it has none of the psychological effects at all. You can purchase it anywhere. You can purchase it in the GNC. You can purchase it at the vitamin shop. I purchase it online, but first I want to explain to you why I do that. I'll explain to you why I do that, but first I want to explain to you a little bit more about why cannabinoids are good for us and why it would be part of a healthy diet. I have just started incorporating them into my diet over the past couple months, and I have to tell you that I'm astounded by the impact that I see. We have a system in our body, much like our circulatory system, our respiratory system. It's called the endocannabinoid system. We get these things from mother's milk. We get them from naturally occurring plants and foods. Only the thing is that in our society we have really almost eliminated all cannabinoids from our diet. Hemp used to be fed to cows. Cows then gave us meat and milk, and it occurred to us naturally. But now we don't get that at all. So now that hemp is illegal in all 50 states, it is something that we could start adding to our diet. It has been, let's see, the endocannabinoid system is associated with, I made myself some notes saying I'm going to check it just so I make sure I say it correctly. It's found in the brain, the organs, your glands, your connective tissue, and your immune system. It is connected to things like appetite, pain sensation, mood, and memory. I particularly, now they're studying it for all kinds of things. It is being used for everything from diabetes to anxiety to depression, migraines, fibromyalgia. All of those things are impacted by adding hemp back into our diets. And there's a study going on right now because it's being suggested that it is the lack of hemp or the lack of cannabinoids in our diet that causes a lot of the autoimmune diseases that we see more and more of every day. Everything from Crohn's to fibromyalgia to even ADHD, those types of things. Alzheimer's, it's being studied on Alzheimer's use. So now, as I always do, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a physician. I can't support any of this information other than by the facts that I find. And I've been doing a ton of research. And as I said, I'm going to have my friend jump on with me. I've actually also spoken at length with a biochemist in the cannabis industry who's given me a lot of the information that I now know internally. All right, so what I have found personally, I have had several folks that tried it in my immediate family that have seen success when it comes to anxiety and pain relief. Those were the two biggest ones. Me personally, I have found it to be energizing, calming, appetite control. If I just take my little supplement in the morning of hemp oil, and I want to tell you the weirdest thing that I have noticed. The biggest thing I've noticed about this is that my complexion is getting clearer. I have no explanation. That is the only thing I've changed. And my complexion is getting clearer. There's no explanation for it other than that. But anyhow, so I hope you will join me. I'm going to give you plenty of notice before my friend joins me. Her name is Tara. She's going to join me and do a little bit better explanation of it than I can. But the one thing I wanted to get across to you is that we do need dietary supplements. Sometimes we don't get all of the things that we need in our diet, and I just happen to have found this particular thing to be beneficial across a whole variety of areas. Would I call it a miracle? I'm not convinced yet, but I'm getting pretty close to that, seeing the results that I've seen for the folks who have used it for chronic pain control and relief of anxiety. It comes in a lot of different forms. Like I said, you can get it at GNC. You can get it at your local vitamin shop. But there's no... I've tried those, and honestly, I don't feel anything from those. And I don't mean feel anything like getting high. I just don't feel the impact of energy and stress relief. And I have to tell you that this also helps me with meditation. And I know we haven't talked about meditation yet. I've only posted one small thing about meditation. We are going to get to meditation because it is a crucial part of mind, body, spirit, healthy living. And I will talk to you a little bit further about that. But anyhow, I'm not going to show you the name of this because I just want to make sure that I'm allowed to do that first before I do it. But what I have found to be the most effective is this that I buy online. I get it online. It was developed by a doctor in Boulder, Colorado, and it's sublingual. So I put a squirt underneath of my tongue. Now you can take anywhere from 1 to 4 squirts is the recommended. 1 is all that I ever need. Occasionally I'll take a second during the day, but very rarely. So 1 squirt, I just squirt it under my tongue. I hold it there for 90 seconds, just as if you were like to be sucking on a zinc lozenge or something like that goes into your glands beneath your tongue. It's absorbed, and I feel benefits almost immediately. So I wanted to share that with you, talking about supplements, and to encourage you to join me next week. It's going to be probably Wednesday or Thursday. I will give you more details about that, and we will be talking more about the endocannabinoid system. I have some really pointed questions to ask Tara that she'll be able to respond to us about, and we'll give you a little bit more information about the product in general. So it looks like my internet survived, although I didn't get anybody jumping on with me tonight. Looks like my internet survived, and the wind is just starting to pick up now, so we're doing pretty good for that. I hope everybody has a great night, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye!